They call you lazy. Your family says it. Maybe even a part of you believes it. You cancel plans. You stare at your phone instead of answering messages. You promise yourself you'll start the day early, and then you don't move from the bed until noon. And every single time, the same word shows up in your head before anyone else even says it out loud. Lazy. But what if that word has never once been true about you? What if what's actually happening is something so exhausting, so constant, that by the time anyone sees you resting, you've already been working for hours without a single visible sign of it? There's a kind of tired that doesn't come from doing too much physically. It comes from doing too much invisibly. It comes from spending your entire day performing a version of yourself that took effort to build and takes even more effort to maintain. Psychologists call this masking. It's the act of hiding your natural responses, softening your real reactions, adjusting your face, your tone, your body language, so that the people around you never see what's actually happening underneath. And if you've been doing it long enough, you've probably stopped noticing you're doing it at all. It just feels like how you are. Think about the last time you were in a room full of people and something upset you. Did your face show it? Or did you smile anyway? Not anyway. Keep the conversation moving anyway, while something inside you quietly recorded every uncomfortable second. That smile wasn't fake exactly. It was a shield. It was you managing everyone else's comfort at the cost of your own honesty. And that management, that constant internal editing, takes energy. Real, measurable energy. The kind that doesn't show up on anyone's radar because there's no visible output. No sweat, no physical strain, nothing anyone can point to and say, that's why you're exhausted. Just a mind that has been working overtime translating itself into something more palatable, more agreeable, more acceptable. Masking shows up in more places than most people realize. It's forcing eye contact that feels wrong in your body because you were taught it's rude not to. It's laughing at a joke a half second after everyone else because you needed that extra beat to process it and then perform the reaction. It's rehearsing a text message 4 times before sending it, not because the words were hard to find, but because you were terrified of how it might land, what it might reveal, what it might cost you if the wrong person read it the wrong way. It's holding your body in a certain posture in meetings, sitting up straighter than feels natural, keeping your hands still when you want to fidget, because stillness reads as competent and fidgeting reads as weak. None of that looks like work from the outside. It looks like you're just sitting there, existing, participating like everyone else. But internally, you are running 2 systems at once. One system is trying to actually process what's happening around you, and the other system is translating that processing into something socially safe before it ever reaches the surface. 2 systems, running constantly, and only one of them is visible. By the time you get home, both systems finally get to shut off, and that shutdown feels like collapse. Not relaxation, collapse. You lie down and you don't move for an hour, and it looks exactly like laziness to anyone watching. It looks like someone who did nothing all day and now can't even get off the couch. But you didn't do nothing. You spent every hour of that day performing regulation you didn't actually feel. You spent every hour translating your real responses into acceptable ones. That's not nothing. That is one of the most tiring things a mind can do, and it happens with no one ever seeing the labor, including, most of the time, you. This pattern usually doesn't start as a conscious decision. It starts as a survival strategy, often built early, often built because showing your real reactions once cost you something. Maybe you got laughed at for an emotional response that felt normal to you, but strange to everyone else. Maybe you got punished for showing frustration, or ignored for showing sadness, or told you were too much for showing excitement. So you learned, quickly and quietly, that the safest version of you was the edited version. The one that didn't ask too many questions, didn't react too visibly, didn't take up too much space with feelings other people found inconvenient. And once that strategy worked even once it kept you safe or accepted or unbothered, your mind filed it away as the correct approach and kept using it over and over until it stopped feeling like a strategy at all and started feeling like your personality. The cruelest part of this pattern is how well it works from the outside. People often describe maskers as easygoing, low maintenance, chill, always fine. That praise becomes another trap, because now the mask isn't just protecting you, it's earning you approval, which makes it even harder to imagine removing it. If being agreeable and steady is what gets you love, attention, or simply peace, Why would you ever risk showing the parts of yourself that might disrupt that? So you keep performing regulation, and you keep collecting compliments for how easy you are to be around, and you keep going home more depleted than anyone in your life would ever guess. This is why rest doesn't always work for people caught in this pattern. You can sleep 8 hours and still wake up exhausted, because the exhaustion was never physical to begin with. It was the accumulated cost of constant internal translation. Real rest for this kind of tired doesn't come from lying still. It comes from unmasking, even briefly, even in small doses, with people or in spaces where you don't have to perform anything. It comes from letting your face do what it actually wants to do instead of what's socially expected. It comes from saying the honest, slightly less polished version of a thought instead of the pre-approved one. If you recognize yourself in this, the shift isn't about ripping the mask off all at once in front of everyone, because that's not always safe or realistic, especially at work or in certain family situations. The shift starts smaller. It starts with noticing the moment you're about to edit a reaction and asking yourself, just for a second, what would I actually feel here if no one was watching? It starts with finding even one relationship where you let the unedited version show up, on purpose, even if it's uncomfortable at first. It starts with stopping the internal insult. Not lazy. Tired from a job nobody clocked you in for. You were never lazy. You were running a second job all day, every day, one that never appeared on anyone's schedule but yours, one that drained you in ways rest alone could never fully repair. The exhaustion was real. The labor was real. It just happened somewhere no one else could see.